Aquaponics is dying. Damn it. Well, it was dying. I did a lot of work on it. Apparently, you cannot expand your system without also expanding your pumps. The volume of water needs to be consistent with the amount of water you have in the tank. You need to move about, I think it's 10, what was it? I think 10 gallons per 30 seconds through all the beds. So I was obviously not doing that because that bed's pretty large. That bed is not that large, but still taking away volume. So what I did was, obviously I cut off that bed, but then I also added aeration. Look at that aeration. It is beautiful. Every single spot where water is spraying down, we now have aeration. With a little bit of research, I found this little doohickey there. Pretty much it's just a different arrangement of pipes. That is awesome. It works excellent. As you can see, if I cover the top of the pipe, water changes color. That is, I would say, probably about 35% aeration through both pipes. And then we also have the aeration coming through this pipe, maybe, I'd say 15% more than what it was. And then the friction at the point of contact when it pours through is giving me a little bit more aeration. So I'm pretty excited about that. Moving over to the other bed, I still have the air stone lines coming on both sides, coming into the center of the bed. And then over here, I added these. With the 1-inch pipe, that gives about, I would say, at least 75% aeration. I am so excited about this. Thinking about trying to get total water saturation with the oxygen. That's my goal. I want to attempt to see how that works. Also, we have another double aerator going into the sup tank. I figured oxygenation in the sup tank going in, getting extra oxygenation going in through the lower bed, and then a hell of a lot of oxygenation going into the fish tank. I think we should be good. As you can see on the leaves, we've been getting some browning, some holes, things along that nature. You can see the discoloration pattern on the cucumbers and the curling leaves on the basil. I took the basil out of the seeding bed here. This is a new addition. This is just literally a siphon hose out of this bed at the oxygenation point. So that's doing pretty well. As you can see, I have some radishes in here with some very white roots. They're not in a planter. Womp womp, I know. I don't care. I got too many radishes already. But I just put them in there to really see the roots and try to see if I have enough oxygenation. What I did in the seeding bed is took this water cloth and then set them down onto the egg cartons there, and I have a bunch of different herbs and stuff in here, so it's just fed water by capillary action. I'm trying to show you guys also the flow coming out of our sup tank. I had to put the bell siphons back in, so it's still a constant flood system. You know, I don't have media in the bottom of these beds, but it does fluctuate probably about 1/4 inch up and down. As you can see, that's how I had it originally, and you can see the lifting on the roots. It kind of looks like one of those swamp trees. But we do have vegetation. We got green beans. Yeah, look at that brown leaf there. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's terrible. Bad oxygenation, and I don't think I have enough fish in the system. We had a falling out. All my fish died when I added this dirt bed. But the dirt bed is doing excellent. I'm using this for all of my root vegetables, my carrots mostly, carrots, radishes, and maybe a little bit of herbs in here. I guess just a prototype, but you can see we have a lot of carrots that are sprouting. I just sprinkled them out over the top of this, however, and they are popping up like crazy. My daughter ripped out Zyda there. She ripped out the avocado tree with dog leaves off it. So we transplanted it in here, seeing what it does. We got corn in here also. But yeah, everything's going pretty well. I'm really confident in the system now that... Oh, here's the aeration. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Watch this. Oh yeah, that's at least 50 to 60% aeration. It is awesome. I'm so excited about this. I think that we're gonna have really good growth now that we have added all the aeration to the system. The lettuce is doing really well over there. That went stagnant for a while, but that has started growing again. And I think with the aeration that we just added yesterday, I think everything's gonna do really well. I'm gonna start drying out all the basil and everything, and then just dipping it into the grow bed, so that way that gets a little more oxygen. We were having some mold on top of some of our dirt cups. That became a real issue. I guess that's why they say don't use dirt. But I found if the top layer of dirt doesn't saturate all the time, it actually works fairly well. But the tomatoes over here too, they have gotten exponential growth. They're doing really well. They were up to my forearm, I'd say about 1.5 feet, maybe I would say 1 foot and a couple inches. Now they're all about 2 feet tall. So we should be having tomatoes in there soon. We planted our broccolis, our cauliflowers. We pretty much have everything we need right now, or really buy at the store. That was our original plan. Potatoes, we still have all of our potatoes, which are getting rather large stalks, which is exciting. The root systems are incredibly white in the potatoes and doing very well. This potato is particularly large. We're gonna have to start burying the bucket soon. Add another bucket, bury them, and then plant more potatoes. We want to get a potato tower going, see how many potatoes we can actually grow. We're a potato family, French Canadian and Puerto Rican, so eating a lot of potatoes. But yeah, this was the update. I think we're going to produce a lot more. I think the volume of plants wasn't important, opposed to the volume of production per plant is the more important goal here. But as you can see, we have green beans everywhere. Bunch of green beans forming over there. Green beans forming up there, that one we saw. We got another one over here. And they're actually coming onto the other side now, which I'm kind of excited for. I think I may put lattice across this mirror or some kind of mesh. That might be good, I don't know. But I guess the lesson here, guys, is make sure you have enough oxygenation. And if you make your system larger, make sure that the pump is able to circulate the water. We need a large pump for a large system.